Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the production Genesis smartwatch. Here it is, gang, the official production version of the awesome Genesis Android standalone smartwatch phone with dual cameras, amazing watch faces. It's here. It's actually here. I got a couple of things I wanted to point out to you on the production units that are worthy of mentioning, as you guys will be getting yours soon. They've actually made this watch too good. In that, if you don't know about this, you're not even going to recognize it, but there's a little thin coating of plastic over both cameras. Yeah, now you see it. You see, I started peeling this one up with a toothpick so that I could get a grip on it to show you, but I wanted you to see how it looks like it almost is just fine. When it was flat, it's a little bit hazy, but you don't really notice it until you start to remove the plastic, and when you pull it all the way off, that reveals the really, really clean glass cover that it's supposed to be. So don't go about buying this really awesome watch and starting to take pictures and do video logs and leave the little plastic cover on it. Take that thing off right away. Now, there's another one on the top camera right here. You see this one? Now, when you get yours, it may look a little scuffed up and stuff. It's not the camera, it's that little plastic coating. So, again, I got that one started so I could peel it off on camera for you. And there you go. Same situation. Little piece of clear plastic revealing a perfect, beautiful glass lens cover over the top pointing camera. Make sure you take care of both of those, okay? Bubbles! Bubbles are back, everybody! Bet you didn't even know they were gone. And I got a ton of apps in here right now. Check it all out. Look at this. Just like the Apple Watch, only way, way better. Yep, Bubbles are back, and they are a setting that you can get into in Settings by going to the app list style and switching back and forth between your regular kind and the Bubbles. Waterproofing has been enhanced on this watch with the addition of a little grommet underneath the back cover for the SIM area. I can open this up, and if you look really carefully, you'll see there's a rubber, I'm so glad I have my fingernails grown out, a little rubber grommet running around the edge that will seal this in place when you stick it into the cover area. Now, you want to make sure you get it just right. Don't leave it partly open, or you could get even splash water or sweat in here. But if you place this in first and pop it down until it snaps and check it to make sure it's smooth, it will seal in here, and you should have good water resistance. You still don't want to dunk this one underwater. These are not meant for that, but it should definitely be splash proof. And remember now, all of the bands have the quick release button on the back. You just pop them off and change them out to whichever band that came in your kit that you'd like to wear. And for the next thing, I'm going to do this with the bands off because I want to demo on the camera that we've got pinch and zoom, because we mentioned that was an enhancement now to the actual screen itself. So when I come in here, I'm covering the camera. I'm so used to having a side camera. Sorry, guys. I'm going to come over here, take a picture of my little wiggling hand. Boom, there you go. And let's bring that picture up. Here we are. And once again, the dimensions on it are 2448 by 3264, multiply it out, that's 8 megabytes, megabits, megapixels. I'm always saying that wrong. Double tap, he says, and it'll zoom. Double tap again, and it'll zoom. However, in addition to all those three levels, you have pinch and zoom. So you can double tap to any level you want, and then zoom it on in the rest of the way and see the actual resolution of the 5 megapixels up interpolated to 8 megapixel camera. It's working there. It also works in maps. It's a full multi-point touch enhancement to the screen. Only the prototypes had the single touch screen. This has been a hardware improvement, as well as some changes to the buttons that make these things much more solid and stable. Really nice. Now, a quick little follow-up on the camera apps I was talking about in a previous video. If you haven't seen that one, watch that one first. It'll make a whole lot of sense. Remember Quick Camera, the one that you go vibrate it and you get a dot on the screen? Tap the little dot, wait a second, it'll vibrate. It'll vibrate a second time, and you get a picture. There's my Vienna sausage and disinfecting wipes. Gotta love it. What I want to tell you is, did you notice that the picture was vertical like that in portrait mode coming out of a landscape-shaped camera? Yeah, I know. Every single Android watch with a side camera, top camera, this is the only one with a top camera, but if it's got a camera, the pictures are vertical. They're not sideways landscape. But I'm going to show you a trick, especially with this Quick Camera app. The really neat thing is you get a vibration after you touch it about a second later, and then it takes the picture. So with it on your arm, the normal way of taking a picture is straight ahead, and you're going to get a tall, thin picture. But if you want a landscape picture, I can't quite show you here, but I'm going to straighten my hand out. And after I touch the button, I whip my hand up like this, straight up. Okay, you get the idea? So that the watch is turning like this, wrapped around your arm, pointed this way. That long, tall, vertical picture taken this way will now be taken horizontally, and you get yourself a landscape picture. So I'm going to pretend it's on my arm. I'm going to show you. I've got it like this. I'm going to, and I'm holding this down so it's not in the way because it would be down on my arm. I'm going to touch, vibrated, took a picture. Oh, wait a minute. Touch. I'll just do it that way. Vibrate and picture. There you go. Now you see it's this way and it's sideways. But there's a cool app you can install, and you can rotate that picture. We'll show you that in a future video. And then you'll have landscape pictures. It's a two-step process, but it solves the problem of side cameras on all of these Android watches making tall vertical pictures instead of wide landscape ones the way you like it. Lastly, you guys know about the floating toucher button. Going to turn that off for a second. That's a little dot here. If you don't know about it, it's covered in a lot of different videos. Here's something that I've done. It's really cool. If you want to avoid the double tap button thing and just install this, I made my central button that instant camera, Instacam, and it just took a picture. And it's leaving me set up so I can take more if I want to, just by touching it. And then I can just leave it if I want to, and I'm back to where I was, okay? So you can program the floating toucher with whatever camera you want on any of these buttons. You can also create folders, which I did here. This is a folder with all kinds of cameras. A better camera, open camera, the gallery to look at things, Insta camera, quick camera, the regular camera, even easy voice recorder if you just want to do voice recordings. They're all there, whatever you like, and you can press a button to get back out of it. So I encourage you guys to use Floating Toucher, to use Quick Cam, okay, or Quick Camera, and the little trick of tapping it, turning it, taking the picture, coming back, and getting your horizontal landscape view with all my trash in the corner. I got to clean my studio before I do these videos. Ignore that, okay? Mrs. Tix would be really mad if she knew this was going global the way our living room looks. Anyway, there you go. That's the camera update. And lastly, and I always like to leave something that everybody can use, not just Folks getting the Genesis, this will apply to all Android smartwatches from your watch faces. Press and hold. Make sure you're on Wi-Fi, connected to the internet. Come all the way over, click the plus sign, and the coronavirus has even made it onto Android smartwatches. From the server, you can select any one of a couple of different new Corona watch faces on here if you like. And then it gets into some regular ones as well. So if you want to join the No Corona clan and put it on your watch when you're bumping elbows with folks, there you go. You got a selection of Corona watch faces too. Everybody's got that. Check your Android watch right now. And for you guys getting the Genesis, congratulations. It's been a long wait. It's been worth it though. Enjoy your new watch. We'll see you again soon. Okay, I finished the editing and I can't leave you guys hanging like that with almost all the answers, but not quite. So I'm going to finish it for you. Rotate Photo. See this app? You're going to find that in the Google Play Store. I want you to download that one. There's a few different rotating ones, but I really like this one on a watch. What we've got so far now is the equivalent of a landscape photo shot in landscape mode, but it's showing up on the phone vertically, right? So in order to use it, we got to rotate it. So we're going to launch this one. I brought the Vienna sausage picture in that's vertical in appearance because that's the way the camera shoots, but I did it sideways, remember? Now, in here, you see, fortunately, they have ads at the bottom, and because they have ads, it's pushed all the controls up so it works on a round watch. First time I've seen an app that I don't want to pay for, because if the ad goes away and these all drop down, you may not see the end buttons, but here it is. As you can see, I've got a full 90-degree left, 90-degree right, 0 degrees, and a floppy disk to save it, and a send it to send it out. I've also got a dot, not the floating toucher dot, but a dot right here that I could incrementally turn the picture if I wanted to level the horizon a little bit. And the magic of this app is after you do that, let's say it's like this, and you got to just like tweak it that much and get it level, it will automatically crop the edges of the picture to make them rectangular. Yeah, you end up with a picture that's a little bit different dimensions than your standard ones, but it's rectangular and it has level horizon. Now, we don't need to do that on this one. I just need to hit the rotate left button right there. That rotated the whole thing to the left. You see that? I'm going to hit the save button right there, and it has been saved to gallery as a new image. So the original remains unchanged, and this is now in a special folder on the watch in the proper format. So again, that app is called Rotate Photo. However, I only use it really just for that horizon leveling capability because it's really good at that and cropping the pictures into the square or rectangle that you want. There's a much better one for just simply rotating photos, and it is actually a gallery replacement. You'll find it in the Google Play Store under Gallery Lite, no ads, and it really is, and it's, what can I say? It should be on every phone as a default, every watch is a default. Let me show you. Here it is, got a pretty picture with a flower on it. It loads as gallery, so it could be easily confused with your default gallery by the same name. However, it's Gallery Lite. When we open it, you go in and you get your basic gallery of all of your folders, just like the other one. You can see more of it when you go into the closer view, including the pull-down menu that has a whole bunch of options in it. What we're going to go into, though, to give you an overview, is a picture I shot with the regular camera, nothing special, of a basic Starbucks cup, McDonald's cup. Looks like McDonald's, doesn't it? When you get it in here and you're in the square like this, you notice that you've got these other features and buttons around here. You can throw it away, you can send it out, but you can also crop it. And if I touch that crop button, now we're into something really cool. You see the rotate button and you see the crop square here that you have control over. What I'm going to do is hit the rotate button and turn it landscape, all right? And I want to grab the corners of this. It's a little time consuming for this to make sure that you fill it all the way out if you're going to just simply rotate the whole thing. And that's all you got to do. Now you can say crop. It twirled, and it's saving it as the basic picture that's just been turned. And it returns you back to the regular picture that you were working on. Now, if you want to get even more creative, you can back out of this one, go back to our gallery. Here is our new cropped photo, which is basically the full photo rotated sideways, and you could do it again. I can come in here, I can hit the crop thing. I could, if I wanted to, reduce the box like that. I could invert this thing vertically, which is what you do with a selfie camera if you want the writing to be the correct way in the picture. In this case, I've turned it around the other way. And of course, I could rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, and now it's back straight up, but inverted and crop down small. So I'm going to hit crop on that. Save that, went back to the original. Now I come back here, and I'm in my crop folder. There is the original, and there is the new one. See that? Yep. So a lot of capability with this one. You even have a button from here that you can go into a little playlist, and you can even specify how many seconds between each picture to play. So Gallery Lite is the name of this one, and again, you'll find it in the Google Play Store, and it installs as the gallery. All right, so I know you want to see some real live examples. Check it out. Here are some images that work well in portrait mode of the outdoors because of the framing and what we're examining. I can double tap and come in here. And you can see as you get closer, it sharpens the picture up to where you can even see little coves under the rocks there, or all the way off to the distance and pick up palm trees. Amazing, huh? Very high resolution camera. I'm going to have a folder with all of the images you're about to see at tinyurl.com/AndroidWatches, our usual location. Look for a folder of Genesis pictures, okay? And you'll see these in here. Here's another interesting one. I can zoom in and take a look at this formation, this rock formation. Really cool. And of course, you could make this into a watch face if you wanted to as well. Well, these are all portrait type pictures. And you remember the trick now of twisting the wrist to take a landscape picture. Here you go. There's a beautiful, nice landscape picture shot with this watch simply by rotating it before the picture was taken. And then, of course, it was vertical, and I used the app you just saw to turn them all sideways so you can see them here. Now, of course, you could export these using the WII Watch 2 app. When you're tethered, you can send the pictures from here to your phone and use any app you want to on your phone to basically twist them around and change them. Here's one now with a level horizon on it. Wow. Nice, huh? Incredible landscape here. This one, wow, check this out. Look at these spires. And you don't really know when you take the picture because the pixels in the camera are just, on the phone are just so small, but you'll see in the actual images, if you download them to your computer and expand them, you can get a feel for the quality of resolution that you get from the simple little camera on the Genesis watch. Okay, gang, enjoy the photos, enjoy your new watch, enjoy all the things it can do for you, and be sure to leave your impressions in the comments section. We'd like feedback, things you like about it, things you'd like to see in a Genesis 2.0 if we want to move in that direction eventually. Yeah, and just any of your thoughts that you'd like to share. Alrighty, we'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching. Appreciate your subscriptions and your thumbs up, okay?